What's going on, guys? Welcome to What's the Check Down with Chandler and David. I am Chandler, and he is David. Episode 28. David, go.
Adrian Peterson.
Okay. Anyone else?
Patrick Peterson at some point? No, he was always 21.
Yeah. There's a player that right now plays in the same division that Adrian Peterson played for his first team going way back. Green Bay Packers.
Aaron Jones.
Same team. Yeah, not Aaron.
Why is his name escaping me? I was just looking at his fantasy production.
Starts with an A.
A.J. Dillon.
There we go. Anyone else that comes to mind at all?
No, not at the current moment.
All time, we have Marshall Faulk, Curtis Martin. Obviously, a lot of running backs. Devontae.
Running back.
Yeah. So James White is one of them. Jonathan Taylor is another one. Isaiah Spiller, Latavius Murray, Joe Mixon, Duke
Josh
Johnson.
Jacobs, right?
No. Josh Jacobs is 25, if I'm not mistaken, or am I just blanking on that?
No, it's 28.
Is he 28? Am I lying to myself?
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs is number 28. Josh Jacobs is number 28. Yeah. Wow. I suck apparently.
I was just watching his highlights today, so.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, is he better than
He got me like 38 fantasy points. Hey, I've been on the Josh Jacobs train since the beginning of the year. I said he was gonna have a good year this year, and it's coming true. So check the tapes.
You also said he was the 18th best running back in the NFL.
Yeah, okay. I said going into the season, I said he could move up. I said he would likely move up. Check the tapes.
Josh Jacobs or Cordell Patterson?
Okay, fuck off. Okay, one sec. In our fantasy league, someone sent me a trade. Cordell Patterson for Pierce.
Dameon Pierce.
Dameon Pierce. What a terrible trade. First of all, Cordell's on IR. What return am I getting?
He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back.
I was like, I wasn't mad, but I was just like, I'm not stupid. this trade is almost a slap in the face.
Well,
but yeah, moving on.
Week 7 is in the books. David got the best of me. Jaguars did go down to the oh my god, New York Giants. Yeah, I don't even care about the loss. Before we get too deep into what I'm really hurt about, I'll let you go through your week. Do you have any crazy reactions this week? Do you want to talk about that game at all? I'm okay with not talking about it, obviously, but I will if you want to.
No, honestly, I have it here on my little sheet. My thing is I'm happy that we are where we are, but I genuinely think we have the easiest schedule possible, which makes us look a lot better than we are. I think we've only played 2 teams who are better than 500 currently, and we're about to play our 3rd team who's better than 500. The other teams have been below or just at 500, I think. So for me, it's not inspiring a lot of confidence. Every game I feel a little bit nervous. It's nice to have that the team galvanize around the coach and actually buy in. It's very hard to get, 48 players to buy in, however many is on a roster. I'm really happy that Brian Daboll is getting the guys to buy in, but we are winning, and I feel like this is something that a lot of people wouldn't complain about, but we're winning way too many close games. We have not just dominated a game. It's just always coming back. I'd like to dominate a game. If we can dominate a game, then you start to say, okay, the Giants are actually a good team. They're not just falling into wins. Right now, it feels like we're falling into wins, and I'd rather have that because we're not a complete team right now. I don't think we're the best team that we could be. I think I'd rather have that happen next year and have an easier schedule because then we can do more damage in the playoffs.
That's a good take.
Which I don't hear a lot of people talking about. Everyone's just kind of celebrating, which is like that's fine. I'm more I don't know. I'm a futurist in this way where I'm looking past this year, really like analyzing what most likely will happen, which is we are not going to make it past the first round. And if that's the case, that's fine. But I'd rather have that be something that happens next year where we have a better chance to get past the first round after kind of retooling a couple of things, building a team that Brian Dabo likes and like actually wants rather than a team that he kind of just inherits. So yeah, like I hate to be like the Debbie Downer for Giants fans, but I think we're about a year or two out. I do think Daniel Jones is our quarterback. I think we have a quarterback. I think we have a running back. I think there just needs to be tools um, set around it to kind of help those guys get to where they ultimately at their very best. I think there's some tools still missing, but yeah, I'm happy about the win regardless. Always happy for Giants win. Always happy when I can tweet or put on my Instagram story Giants wins. So I'm not mad about it, but it's a year early for me, and it's obviously I want the best situations. I don't think this is one of those Eli Manning types years where we come out of nowhere and win the Super Bowl. Not gonna happen. That's just it for me.
Are
But
the
hey, let's enjoy the wins.
are the New York Giants last year's New England Patriots?
Almost, yeah. They're very much like that, where they have a very easy schedule and they will benefit from it, but not much will come out of it.
They are going to lose 41-7 to the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs this year.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I mean, if they lose to the Buffalo Bills, we've got real big. We're good. We're doing well.
I
We're
guess
okay.
so.
That
Getting
means
to the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl, yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Not many tough teams in the NFC right now, besides the guys in their division. So we'll see. But
Yeah. I hate the
who's
NFC.
who's who's their
I
competition?
hate the NFC. I for some reason for the past couple of years I've always just hated the NFC. There's no teams to like in the NFC. Can we talk about that? Like, what teams are there actually to enjoy in the NFC? Like, there's no like there's the
The Giants,
Rams.
baby.
The No, the Rams are like cool. Yeah, that's awesome. The 49ers, cool, that has a wave, but like the NFC East, you either like are a diehard fan and have been since you were born, or you just hate them because they've been around forever and you just hate the NFC East. If you don't like the NFC East, if you're not a fan of the NFC East teams, you don't like the NFC East. NFC North, Packers are annoying. The Vikings suck. Like they just can't do like they're too good to suck. That's my issue with the Vikings. Like, we're good enough to get you in the 16th place every single year, so we can't actually draft well, but we're not good enough to get to the end. The Detroit Lions are abysmal. I like the Detroit Lions because they are abysmal, and as being a fan of abysmal team, I just want another one to do well. I just like Chicago Bears. Like, okay, 1985. What have you been? NFC. We're going to NFC South. Screw the Buccaneers. Falcons are a dysfunctional like franchise ever since they've been around. The Saints have so many like bounty gates and stuff that people don't realize. Like Sean Payton is not a saint that everyone realized.
I'm saying
Like who else am I missing? The Carolina Panthers, like the hell. Like the NFC just has no likable teams. Then you get to the AFC and you're like, AFC South, I can everyone for some reason has a soft spot for the Colts, but they never do anything.
yeah,
They just
yeah.
do. Titans, I guess Titans are probably hated. Jaguars are just like people forget about. No one cares about the Jaguars. Texans, screwed the Texans. AFC North, same idea with the NFC East. You either love the teams or you hate them. So you have the Ravens, and like people either absolutely love them or hate them. Same with the Steelers. Cincinnati Bengals, I feel like everyone likes because people really enjoyed Carson Palmer, and they were never really a threat and anything else. People
Yeah.
love Chad Johnson. People like the Bengals.
Wait. Have before you finish, the Cincinnati Bengals are more likable Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, well, yes, I
That
agree. I
yes,
agree. No, I agree. I mean, they're both from Ohio, but like the only thing I would say no to is that Cincinnati didn't ever have the quarterback dysfunction. Like
this is true.
Carson to Andy to Joe, and it's been
Yeah,
flawless. Like
but
truly.
again, that is where they become more likable.
Yeah,
They
because
just do things better.
yes, ironically, both started from the Brown family. AFC
Yeah, that's
West, AFC West. I mean, you don't hate the Chiefs. I like people like the Chiefs where Joe Montana
yeah,
finished. The Raiders, but they have a diehard fan base, so it's either love or hate.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
the Chargers, no one really cares about. Like they're just there. Denver
yeah.
Broncos, people like. They don't like them this year, but they like. So it's just like in the AFC East, people hate the Patriots. Obviously, everyone loves the Buffalo Bills. I'm sorry, as a sports fan, you love the Buffalo Bills because of
Yeah,
their franchise, their team, and honestly, their fans are incredible.
great fan base.
Yeah. The Dolphins, uh, like love hate. I feel like with everyone.
Yeah,
And then who am I? The Jets. You can't hate the Jets because what are the Jets like?
yeah. I hate the Jets personally.
I mean,
I
they
hate.
won Super Bowl 3. It's okay. You don't have to hate them. Like they're not a threat.
No, I hate it. They're like it's like
The
a
annoying little
how you
brother.
hate your little how you hate your little brother. You know how you beat on him a couple of times. The
Yeah.
usual.
Yeah.
I don't have a little brother. I am the little brother. So
You're the Jet.
yeah, I am the Jet.
I
Yeah,
too am
maybe
the
that's why
Jet.
self-loathing. Is that what that is? I'm
We're
not
called
sure. No,
depressed. That we are every Jets fan into one. We stand with you, Jets fans. Speaking of that, I'm actually gonna get really real for a second. And when it comes to being a fan of a team, like there's different ways to it. So when you're a sports fan or of any team, you are a sports fan because of where you were born, or you're a sports fan of success for a team, or you're a sports fan for the players that are on the team. I was a sports fan for the Jacksonville Jaguars because where I was born, but I've learned to love certain players. And a certain player I loved was James Robinson. I've loved him since we got rid of Leonard Fournette for this guy, and I did not expect it. And to see him play the way he plays, I love James Robinson. He's one of my favorite players in the league, like hands down. I love this man. And when he got traded for a 6th-round pick, I was heartbroken. I was so hurt. One, I don't know if Travis Etienne is that guy yet, and he's just not done it for me. But James Robinson has shown nothing but heart and grit, and he was the only thing that kind of gave us spirit in the past couple years when we didn't have it. We were 1-15 or 1-16 last year, and we had a running back until he got hurt that just like he popped. And the year before, he popped. The Jets are getting a guy. The Jets are getting a baller. Like truly, like you got an upgrade from Breece Hall. Straight up. Like Breece Hall might be that guy later, but as of now, side by side, James Robinson is that guy. He is a starting running back, and you got him for the 6th-round pick, which is crazy to me. I watch him every single week. I'm just saying he doesn't fumble the ball. He can run downhill. They got a guy, and they did not fall off, and that's not very common in the NFL where that happens halfway through the season. That's all I gotta say.
why are you guys already selling your stake
Like
before the season's even over?
we've lost 5
Sixth
games.
round take.
Like we've lost 5 games by less than 8 points each game. Why don't you just finish the game? Why don't you just not fumble the ball on the 3-yard line, Travis Etienne? Why don't you just catch the ball, Travis Etienne? Why don't we just figure out a way to, for some reason, the Jaguars get down by 1 score and they get a chance to go at the end of the game. And you know what we do? We are the most predictable team in the world. Go back and watch the last 5 games or last 4 games that we lost. Trevor Lawrence trying to throw corner routes 20 yards down the field. What'd they do against the Giants? 3 corner routes trying to go down the field. Pass interference, get lucky, holding, get lucky, stuff like that. But like we get scared, and for some reason the only thing we do is try to throw a 20-yard corner route by Trevor Lawrence, when all we've seen from him is he's great at the 8 to 15-yard center of the field throws and getting the ball outside quick to like all of our outside receivers, Jamal Agnew, Marvin Jones, and all those guys to run uphill. Like they did a great game plan against the Giants. Giants are aggressive. They blitz, get the balls outside in a screen, and go for it. Why'd you go away from it? I just like they score like a couple touchdowns. They're like, okay, we're good. I feel like we're good. Defense, go not let Daniel Jones get Offensive Player of the Week. Don't let running back run all over you for 200 yards. I just don't get what it is right now. I'm
Yeah.
very just, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to talk about the Jaguars because I'll just get upset about it.
Two comments. I understand that you're upset, but you cannot say that Brees Hall right now is not better than James Robinson has been in the last year.
James Robinson's coming off an injury and still is like, came back from an injury within 8
Brees,
months.
Brees Hall has had, I think, every game this season so far has progressed, has gotten better each game. I think Brees Hall is the running back of the future for the New York Jets.
I agree 100%.
But this is my second thing. Let me just get to my second thing. Why did the Jaguars give the Jets more trade capital? Because the Jets will just eventually have to move on from Robinson. That's more trade capital. Why would you move that? What is it? Makes like next to no sense
You
that
got a
trade.
6th-round pick. I get you. Technically, we made a profit on James Robinson. I get it. We made a profit. We got him undrafted. We made a profit. But like,
Maybe you get him off the books. Maybe that's the
what,
issue there.
$400,000 because he's on an undrafted free agent's contract? Like,
I
you
don't
know
know.
what it was? It was, we need to commit to Travis Etienne, is what it was. We just need to
Yeah.
commit to a running back. And honestly, James Robinson is better than Travis Etienne. I'm sorry. Travis Etienne has not been that guy. Like, he hasn't. He scored 1 touchdown. He finally got a touchdown this week. He could have scored another one, but my man said, you know what? I'm going to throw this ball into the back of the end zone and give the Giants a chance to win the game. If he scores there or just goes down and we score, we win that game. We win that game. We're up 2 scores in the second half. We will win. But for some reason, he's like, you know what? I don't like to win. I know I went to Clemson. I don't like to win. I'm just going to give up on here. That's all. I'm going to move on from that. I just can't do it. But like, I'm mad at the Jaguars. Any other week 7 reactions? Because other than that, Geno Smith is a baller, and we should all bow down to Geno Smith.
KC is back, baby. Kansas City is back. And the reason I say that is Juju's playing well. Valdez-Scantling is playing well. Kelsey continues to play well. They don't need to run the ball because they have 3 different running backs who can catch the ball out of the backfield. It's just unreal. And someone said it last or on the broadcast, and you've been saying it all year, so I'm going to give you props for it. They are better offense without Tyreek Hill.
Exactly.
They're much better offense without Tyreek Hill.
Exactly.
The ball spreads out so much, you cannot key on anyone. They had Miko score 3 touchdowns. Juju score 1 touchdown.
You say Miko's that guy?
Miko might be that guy. Might be that guy.
Is Miko a cheaper Tyreek Hill?
He might be. He just might be. They won't have to pay him as much coming up. They can sign him. They can sign him for a cheaper contract right now because he hasn't really proved himself to be that guy over a long period of time. So they can sign him for longer, and they can sign him for cheap. But he's that guy, and it's like, wow.
I told you.
And you know what? You know what the X factor is? Patrick Mahomes.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy that the greatest quarterback of all time that we've seen in his 5th season doesn't need a receiver demanding the ball. Tyreek Hill was not the Chiefs' offense, like I tried to say, and I said they'd be more explosive. And what I meant by explosive is that they would have more yards. They would perform better. And sure enough, what do you know? You don't know who the ball was going to, and sure enough, they look damn freaking good.
And you know who this hurts the most? It's not Tyreek. It's Aaron Rodgers. Because guess what? Aaron Rodgers is bitching and complaining about his receivers, while Patrick Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are making their receivers better.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It seems like quarterbacks can make your receivers better.
People wrote off Juju.
Maybe Aaron Rodgers could make his receivers better. That'd be nice, hey?
Ooh, I got a lot to say. I don't want to.
We won't get it. We won't get into Aaron Rodgers. I just wanted to throw that shot out. I love throwing shots at Aaron Rodgers.
I
That's
have
all
a
I'm gonna say.
question for you. This is actually a hypothetical question. I can get into it now, but or we can wait until if you have any other. Do you have any other
What?
week 7 reactions?
No, we're Giants. That's all.
Yeah. Geno Smith is better than Russell Wilson. I think we can all expect that this season.
Yeah, we can all agree that. I mean, if
Seattle,
Gino does
like if
nothing,
we're talking
if
about
Gino does nothing else this season, he's already a step up from Russell Wilson.
yeah. I mean, if we're looking at Seattle, they're probably the most surprising team, I would say. Like,
I think they're surprising. I think they're surprising everyone but themselves.
yeah.
That's how I feel. I
Pete
think
Carroll's on the
they,
sideline chewing that gum, clapping.
dude, Pete Carroll needs to get some kind of recognition this year. I know as a Giants fan, I should say that the Brian Daboll should be winning Coach of the Year this year if they continue to play like this. But if the Seahawks also continue to play like this, I give it to Pete Carroll because nobody in their right mind would have thought that they would be where they are right now.
4-3.
There's no way.
Yeah. And like to me, their 4-3 is actually like they won those games. Like you said about the Giants, like when it comes to the Giants, their wins are scary. They're not wowing you with their wins. The Seahawks are like winning games. You're like, dang, they won that game. They did that. That's crazy.
Yep. Yep.
So I
Completely agree.
I have a hypothetical with you for you. And I think this is very interesting. And this is obviously never going to happen, but I like to be devil's advocate. Who gets benched first? Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers?
Tom Brady.
I agree.
He's just looked, and let me just run through the two reasons why. Maybe I'll go more, but two reasons that come off the top of my dome right now is one, so many distractions come with Tom Brady right now. It's just a lot, and he's just not in the right mindset. So that's already one thing. And two, he's just not looked right at all. He looks either injured physically or injured mentally, and I'm leaning more towards mentally at this point. And and this might sound like a joke, but I think Giselle cursed him. I honestly think Giselle cursed him. So you got to get that juju, the bad juju's out of the locker room. You got to bench him. Bring
Blaine Gabbert.
Blaine Gabbert or whatever his name is. Bring him in. Let him play. Maybe he'll get him to the Super Bowl because they still have a good roster. I think the O line leaves a lot to be leaves a lot for you to want, like for you, or leaves a lot for you to need. But I think that they are still a decent team. They have a great defense, and I mean, I could eat my words tomorrow because Tom Brady could come out firing tomorrow, and I would not be shocked.
One game won't replace it.
But the thing is, I think right now they are spiraling towards being bad. That if they get a good game in, it kind of starts to propel them the opposite direction. And I honestly, it's that easy in the NFL for things to sway for good teams. Good teams having bad years go from being bad in a couple of weeks to being really good after a really good win. So they're about one win away from swaying the other way. Same thing with the Packers. The Packers are about one win away from gaining that confidence, getting the monkey off their back, getting that chip off their shoulder a little bit, and starting to chip away at the season. It's just getting that one win, and I don't think right now either team are at a point of no return. and I think that's why neither of them will get benched going into week 8. But if I was to bench anyone, it would be Tom Brady.
I don't think either of them going to bench. I mean,
Yeah, you would. Yeah,
it can't happen. But I just thought it was interesting because if it was any other quarterback we're talking about right now, they would have been out of a job.
yeah.
They both have
Sure.
been performed that way. I'm like, it's Tom Brady has not been playing well at all. Aaron Rodgers has not been playing at all.
Just ask Mac Jones.
Oh, you want to get into that?
I got a bone to pick with Patriots fans. You guys are fucking disrespectful. Mac Jones has been so good for you guys the last 2 years. He's still learning, and you guys are like, fuck that guy, get him out of here. I mean, you got to bleep a couple of these because I'm actually pissed off. The way you guys are like, nah, it's Bailey Zappi or nothing. We don't want anything else. Bring Bailey in. Yeah, you see what happens when you have Bailey Zappi in? Huh? You guys learned your lesson? I think Bill wanted to get that out of the way. And I told you this earlier. I think Bill was like, yeah, we don't need this noise in the later parts of the season. Let's get this out of the way now. Let's start throwing bad plays. Because yeah, Bailey Zappi's not in. He's not your answer.
It's crazy to think Mac Jones takes you guys to the playoffs in his first season, and everyone is like, "Nah, he's just not good enough." Like,
Yeah, let's
they
move
have
on.
a
Let's move on.
they have they have a defensive coordinator calling plays, y'all.
Yeah.
Like y'all forget that. Like
Y'all forget that Matt Patricia was calling plays for the Lions before this. Are you kidding me? It's so bad.
And you know what? This is what it is. The Patriots are so used to success. They had 20
Yeah.
years of success that the
They're
moment
so
there's
privileged.
dysfunction. Yes. Like people are like, oh, maybe Bill Belichick isn't gonna last. Maybe Mike Tomlin's not gonna last the Pittsburgh Steelers. Can y'all just like be okay with mediocrity?
Yeah.
Like I'm over here like Doug Peterson, year 3. Oh, we'll be 14-3. We'll be dope. We'll be great. I'm okay with a 2-5 start. Y'all need to calm down. All right.
You guys are so used to winning at such a high rate that you cannot handle progress. You can't handle just subtle progress. Let Mac Jones get better. Mac Jones is no scrub.
Yeah.
He's one of the better younger quarterbacks in the league right now.
Yeah. You know what?
And you just have to bench him. That's you don't want. Okay, sorry, Chandler. I need to go on this
You're
rant.
good.
You do not want your quarterback having a confidence issue. So every time he throws a bad play, he makes a bad play now. He's got to look over his shoulder and think, "Oh, Bailey Zappi's coming right in." That should not be how you treat your young quarterback. You want him to gain that confidence. You want him to be confident, and you want him to continue to have progressions as seasons go on. Do you want Super Bowls later on, or do you want them now? Because you're not going to get them now. I can promise you, you're not getting them now, regardless of who's your quarterback. So why don't you let Mac Jones get better before you start booing him and asking for Bailey Zappi? Zappi is crappy. And I've stole that from Colin Hurd, but Zappi is crappy. And let's leave it at that.
No, I'm gonna say one thing, but it's like for Patriots fans that are disgruntled and upset, can y'all understand that football gods are screwing with the game this year? This is not a normal year. The New York Jets are 5-2. Okay.
Yep.
The New York
New York
Jets
Giants are 5-1.
6-1.
6-1.
The Philadelphia Eagles are undefeated. This is not a normal football year. So
The
if you're
NFC East is good.
Yeah, what? The NFC East, the Washington Commanders would be the number 1 team in the NFC South. The
Yep.
4th place team would be tied for first in the NFC South. The Falcons, y'all, the Falcons are tied for first. A team that sold their coach, that used a 3rd-string quarterback, that sold their top running back in their history of their franchise, beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady.
Yep.
Can y'all shut the hell up? Like, it's okay to not sit at the front of the bus every single week. It's okay to be in the middle of the pack. Y'all fans need to shut the hell up. It's okay. Like, before 2001, can you name me a New England Patriots quarterback that wasn't Drew Bledsoe? If you're a Patriots fan, I get it. You had 20 years of success. Shut the hell up. Take a step back. You still have the greatest coach of all time. Let him do his thing, or he'll just destroy your entire franchise and he'll go and walk
and
off into
leave
the sunset
and leave
and go to the
and leave
Cleveland Browns and make them the greatest franchise in the world.
and leave and still be the best or the greatest coach to ever do it. Doesn't hurt his legacy.
Yeah.
He's got 8 rings.
Yeah. Can we give a shout out to Chuba Hubbard and PJ Walker, by the way?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Chuba, Canadian boy,
Yeah.
Edmonton boy,
Yeah.
Sherwood Park boy.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. And PJ Walker, who's had the greatest like history of any football player's career to get to where he is. His path, his journey has been insane. So congratulations to him to
Yeah.
help them win a game because he has been great. So I gotta give him his props.
With that being said, Carolina, you want no more wins.
No.
I'm sorry. You want 0 wins.
Yeah.
The rest of the year.
Stop winning. Don't do anything.
Yeah. No more.
Like,
Because I promise you, you want that first overall pick.
Yeah.
There's lots of talent coming out this year.
Yeah, I know. I wish we had it this year, not last year. I like
me too.
Trayvon. I'm okay with Walker, but like this year there's down draft years and there's great draft years. If there is not a quarterback that is considered a top 5 draft pick, it is a down year. And this year there's 5 of them.
Yep.
I'm not going to get into college football because that will be here for
we're good.
Anyways, we're going to do it with this versus that. I was thinking I'll give you the choice of this one. All right, I told you what we were going to do for this one this week, but I want to see if you want to change it. The this versus that is either teams most likely to have a social media burner account to defend their players, or do we want to go teams with the worst fan bases?
Let's do the burner account.
You want to do the burner account?
Yeah, I like the burner account.
Okay, so our guest last week, Max, had a very influential NBA player kind of call him out today, which we thought was hilarious. So he said, you know what? He didn't even use his burner account, and he's known for his burner account. So why don't we do teams most likely to have a burner account? So David, team most likely to have a burner account in the AFC South, the Houston Texans or the Indianapolis Colts?
Houston Texans. Easy.
Houston Texans or the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Houston Texans.
Houston Texans or Tennessee Titans?
I'm gonna go Texans, but last year I would have gone Jaguars if it was last year.
That's fair. Urban's a great coach, okay? He missed the plane by accident, okay?
Yeah. They would have had to do a lot of covering. They would have had to cover a lot of asses.
They probably did. There will probably be a documentary that comes out in like 5-6 years about that Urban Meyer Jacksonville Jaguars team, and it will not be good.
And the Florida team.
The Gators team. Most crime-riddled team, literally led by Jesus himself and Tim Tebow. Okay, NFC South team to most likely have a burner account: Atlanta Falcons or Carolina Panthers?
Panthers.
Carolina Panthers or New Orleans Saints?
Saints.
New Orleans Saints or Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I'm gonna go Bucks.
Has to be
Bucks because they are working overtime this year. They're getting paid double because they need to cover some asses this year for sure.
Yep, I agree there. All right, so we're gonna go to AFC East now. AFC East teams most likely to have a burner account: Buffalo Bills or Miami Dolphins?
Miami.
The Buffalo Bills will just spit in your face. Miami Dolphins or New England Patriots?
Miami.
Miami Dolphins or New York Jets?
Actually, can you run that last one back?
Yeah, so Miami Dolphins or New England Patriots?
New England.
Why though?
I think Bill is in the back just sending out some subtweets and all that shit.
I don't think he's saying good things.
No, I don't. I don't. I
He's just
think. I
saying
think
bad
Bill's talking.
things.
I think Bill's talking the most shit about Robert Kraft, fuck Brady, fuck the New England Patriots, all that stuff.
Okay. New England Patriots or New York Jets?
I'm gonna go Jets just because I only wanted to talk about the pack or the Patriots one just real quick.
Okay. Okay. NFC East team most likely to have a burner count: Dallas Cowboys or New York Giants.
Oh, New York Giants. Oh,
Real
Cowboys, 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 Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys or Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm gonna go Cowboys again.
Dallas Cowboys or the Washington Commanders.
Washington Commanders, absolutely
Absolutely.
1,000%. There's no doubt in my mind they have some now.
Yeah, definitely have to.
Yeah,
We're gonna go AFC North. AFC North team most likely to have a burner account: Baltimore Ravens or Cincinnati Bengals.
let's go Cincy.
Cincinnati Bengals or Cleveland Browns.
Browns, not
Cleveland
even a question.
Browns or Pittsburgh Steelers.
Browns.
Yeah. Like,
That's simple.
yeah.
Pittsburgh will just say it to your face,
Yeah.
like we said.
Okay. NFC North teams most likely to have a burner account: Chicago Bears or Detroit Lions.
Oh, Detroit for sure.
Detroit Lions or Green Bay Packers.
Packers,
Yeah.
easily Packers.
They don't even have an owner, so it's just like the community has a burner account.
They basically are a burner account right now.
Green Bay Packers or Minnesota Vikings.
Packers.
I agree with that one. All right, so we're going now to the AFC West team most likely to have a burner account: the Denver Broncos or the Kansas City Chiefs.
Denver Broncos.
The Denver Broncos or the Las Vegas Raiders.
Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos or the Los Angeles Chargers.
I'll go Chargers. It just feels like an LA thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess fake on the outside. Don't really know what's
Yeah.
going on. That makes sense. I got that. Okay.
Yeah. That LA connection.
Yeah.
Just always working.
All right. So we're going to go to the last one: NFC West. Which team is most likely to have a burner account: the Arizona Cardinals or the Los Angeles Rams?
Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals or the San Francisco 49ers?
Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals or Seattle Seahawks?
Cardinals.
I have a question for you. Is
Yeah.
it me, or when we get to the NFC West, is it just like the most boring division to talk about?
So boring. Every time. The only reason why I chose the Cardinals is because the little rift that's between Tyler and Cliff right now, I feel like there's burners going back and forth, back and forth,
I
back and
guess
forth.
so. And like maybe they're talking about Call of Duty. Like he's not playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I'm not playing Call of Duty.
And I think, to be fair to Kyler, I think he's actually not playing Call of Duty this year.
Wait until NCAA college football comes out. Wait until this game comes out next year and everyone starts playing as themselves.
Yeah, I can't wait. I
Yeah.
cannot wait.
Okay, so we're gonna go.
Outside.
We're gonna go final round. Teams most likely to have a burner account: the Houston Texans or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers or New York Jets.
Tampa.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Washington Commanders.
Commanders.
Washington Commanders or the Cleveland Browns.
Commanders.
Washington Commanders or the Green Bay Packers.
Commanders.
Washington Commanders or the Los Angeles Chargers.
Commanders.
Washington Commanders or the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, let me think. Commanders.
Definitely have a burner account.
A terrible team or terrible organization definitely have a burner. Yeah, for sure.
That one was really fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. Just on a note of the Commanders, I can't wait till owner.
Dan Snyder.
Dan Snyder gets kicked out.
I can't wait until he creates a burner account and leaks all the information about every single NFL owner that there is.
Yeah,
And then
cannot wait.
Dan Snyder's super yacht just vanishes one day.
Destroyed. Oh, I wonder what happened.
Bill Belichick
Man,
in the back.
The content that will be made when he drops the hottest mixtape ever about every single NFL owner. Oh my god, it's gonna be beautiful.
Dan Snyder literally has the NFL by the balls right now.
Yeah, they can't kick him out, and if they do, it's gonna be mayhem, and I'm living for it. I cannot wait.
I feel like all of North America sports are going to be destroyed if Dan Snyder gets fired. Like
Yeah,
it will go into the NBA, the MLB, and the NHL. Like it will destroy everything.
he must have something on everyone. Like
Honestly,
he must.
you know who should be most excited if Dan Snyder gets fired?
No.
The WNBA.
Yeah, yeah. They will be. Everyone will have to watch. I mean,
I'm not
I'll,
I'm not crapping on the WNBA, but they'll get equal pay because everyone will have to go to those games because there will be no other
yeah.
league in North
There will be
America.
literally nothing else left. Yes, Dan Snyder will burn it all to the ground.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
but Commanders definitely have a burner account. Absolutely 100%, no doubt in my mind.
Yep. I agree. They
Um,
are the Commanders.
you know what I just realized? We didn't even do best bets. I haven't even looked at the games going into this week.
Have not looked at the games. Hey, but let's talk about real quick. Who do you go with tomorrow? Because it's a sneaky tough game.
Tampa Bay and who?
It,
I'm like
Tampa
off.
Bay and the Ravens.
Ravens, absolutely. Absolutely.
If the Tampa Bay defense shows up, I don't know.
Tampa Bay is not going to win this game. And the
Okay.
reason the reason why is because Lamar has his opportunity. This is a Lamar game. This is prime time Thursday night football. The I don't think the Buccaneers had an opportunity to recoup. They just lost to the Carolina Panthers. Did Tom Brady practice today?
Assume so. I'm gonna assume
Why?
so.
It's a Wednesday. He's not supposed to practice on Wednesdays.
Well, yeah. To be fair, a lot of veterans don't practice
No, no,
most
no,
of them.
no, 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 no. Like he didn't have no. Tom Brady doesn't have to attend practices on Wednesdays. Tom
I'm,
Brady doesn't go to a practice on Wednesday or not is okay not to. On Friday, doesn't show up to practice, goes to a wedding and doesn't go through a walkthrough on Saturday. Like, I'm sorry. It's not Tom Brady even. I need this to be understood. I this is very important when it comes to Tom Brady. It's not just how Tom Brady plays, it's how the team looks at Tom Brady.
yeah.
I get it. Like, yeah, I get it. Like, oh, he's the GOAT. Like he's this, he has the special privileges. But at the same time, could you imagine being an offensive lineman that's getting yelled at him on the sideline when that all happened? Could you imagine this guy who didn't show up 2 days to work and he's yelling at me on Sunday?
You know what it is? It's the same thing as Russell Wilson. All his like weird little quirks and all that shit. It's great. And this is not my take. I got this off of Pat McAfee. All this stuff is great when you are like when you're winning. Everyone accepts that. They're like, oh, that's why he's so great. But when you're losing, nobody wants to hear that shit. It's all great and well when Tom Brady's winning and he's the GOAT and he can do whatever he wants. That's fine. But when you're losing, nobody wants to hear that shit.
So
And
it's
especially when he's not taking accountability for anything.
so did
It's
he
all on the team.
did he say this before or after Aaron Rodgers came onto his show? Because I'd say it's the
He-
same
This is,
shit.
I mean, it's the same shit for him too, but he's not going to say that about Aaron Rodgers. He said this after. He said this today because I guess Russ was doing, was like exercising down the aisles for like just the weirdest shit.
Bro,
He's so weird. He's such a weird guy, and he's so corny. Like the Wolverine's blood in his veins. Like, just shut the fuck up, Russ.
play the fucking sport.
Right?
Like no one cares. You know how to high five? Wow. Like, bro, why don't you learn how to throw
Seeing,
a fucking 5 yard out route? How about you just do
seeing
that?
Russ, hearing and seeing that Russ does all that stuff just screams like influencer. Like it just screams like very fake. Like it's very much like like just so superficial and like made up. Like he's like yeah, like they said on the show They said on Pat McAfee's show, they said it feels like he's doing a bit,
Yeah.
like what a quarterback is supposed to be like.
So I have a question for you then. Is avocado ice cream bullshit then? Is that all just
Yes,
Tom Brady's bit?
I think so. I think it's
Are
all
we learning
bullshit.
that Tom Brady's is all bullshit?
We're learning that Tom Brady is a just the regular man
Are we
who
learning
happened to.
that? Are we actually possibly learning that maybe Bill deserves credit for being able to handle like I'm going to use this too. It was very smart. This is actually I listened to a lot of Pro Football Talk and it was like Mike Florio talking and people want to shit on. This is so freaking true. People talk about Aaron Rodgers and possibly being on the Patriots and what that would be like. And everyone talks about how that would never work because Aaron Rodgers is who he is. Aaron Rodgers would have to submit to Bill Belichick because that's what Tom Brady did. We're seeing what's coming out of Tom Brady now. Tom Brady for 20 years had to sit down, shut up, be quiet, and play the game. And the moment he left, he became this social, outgoing butterfly that gets this Fox deal. Does this year affect his Fox deal?
No, he's
I,
still gonna be. I don't think it does. There's no way in my mind that it does. It doesn't matter because he's still the GOAT. He has what
something
rings? 7 rings.
coming up. I'm just telling you right now. Something's going to come out with Tom Brady. Something. And it's going to change everyone's perception about him. Something feels weird. Something feels off. I get it. I truly get it. He is the greatest of all time. He's a great quarterback. I get it. I get it. Something doesn't sit right. Something doesn't feel right. He's been caught cheating before. He's been caught doing weird crap before. Maybe there's going to be something weird that happens, but I don't know. Maybe it is just kind of like what you said with Russell Wilson. Wouldn't surprise me if it's with him too. We're seeing a lot of
Yeah,
these great quarterbacks. Like, why is Aaron Rodgers talking every single week on a podcast? Not the smartest thing to do there, Aaron. Just if I was your PR guy, I'd pull you off that. I know you're cool with AJ Hawk, but like, let's like, oh, come on, let's chill out a little bit with some of the shit that we say. Russell Wilson, if I'm your PR guy, stop going on social media and stop saying stupid ass shit. And Tom, can you stop getting so angry on the sideline that you don't look 46, you look fucking 4?
yeah, that's fair.
Like maybe these do need burners accounts and need to tell their players to shut the fuck up.
And just to vent a little. They need different outlets for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be quite generous to Aaron Rodgers. I do think a lot of it is not Aaron Rodgers, and a lot of it is Matt LaFleur.
That's
But that's a
fine.
different topic for a different day.
That's cool and all, but you're not performing either. At the end of the day, I watch you and your play is dropped. And one thing you don't do, one thing if you want to motivate your team to play better is not talk shit about them. So
Yeah,
if you want to be a leader, show that you're the leader. Like I get the whole like Tom Brady yells at his team and everyone loves that. And everyone like I don't want to be yelled on the sideline. I have to go home and tell my kid I was yelled out by an old man that needs that eats avocado ice cream, who's going through a divorce.
yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Dad, how was work today? I got yelled at by a man that can't keep his wife and eats avocado ice cream for fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
I mean,
And you know
yeah.
what I
I
did?
watched.
You know what I did? I left that edge rusher wide open. He won't ever yell at me again. You gotta shut up real
Yeah,
quick.
honestly, like
This is the
at this
longest
point,
yard shit. This is them
just
falling out that Paul Crew shaved points in the longest yard, and they just let the guards go and just kick his ass every play until Tom Brady comes back and
yeah.
apologize.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Tom Brady and his own line, but yeah, they are not looking good so far.
We can finish up here. I do think the Ravens win the game.
Yeah. Okay.
Did the Ravens get a bye this week, or who did they play?
No, they played the Browns before.
Yeah. So, um, I don't know. I trust the Ravens. I don't know. I don't know if I should, but
I watched that game. I do not trust the Ravens.
I can't
That's all
trust.
I'm gonna
I
say.
can't trust the Buccaneers.
Just like you can't trust the Buccaneers, I can't trust the Ravens. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's
I
fair.
genuinely think they find ways to lose the game.
I feel like the Ravens didn't lose to the worst team in the NFL.
The Ravens are the reverse Giants right now. They find ways to lose games instead of finding ways to win games or hold on to leads.
That's fair. I agree. I don't. Man, there's something going on. There's like you said. There's a bad juju in Tampa. I don't trust them.
Yeah,
Something is weird in that organization, and there's no bright side to it. There's no like, oh, it's gonna be better, because I don't see what's gonna be better about it. I don't see them going and like turning, like they might turn around for the season, but next season it's not gonna be good.
no, this is their last season to be good. I think personally,
Yeah,
we'll see.
but for other than that, do you have anything else you wanted to finish off with? All right,
Nope.
all right. What's the check down with Chandler and David? I am Chandler. He is
David,
All right. Other than that, for episode 28, thank you for listening. And until next time, peace.
peace.